Have you ever met someone who talks with absolute confidence, but the moment a new idea challenges them, they shut down, interrupt, or blame someone else? Psychology has noticed something fascinating. Extremely low intellectual engagement rarely shows up in obvious ways. It doesn't always look like a lack of education or vocabulary. Instead, it quietly appears in everyday habits, the small thinking patterns people repeat without even realizing it. Before we dive in, take a second to subscribe to the channel. If you're curious about how the human mind really works, you're in the right place. Now here's the truth most people don't realize. Intelligence isn't just about how much information someone knows. It's about how their mind reacts to information, challenges, mistakes, and new ideas. And psychologists have found that certain daily habits can quietly reveal when someone's thinking patterns are becoming mentally stagnant. Let's talk about 6 habits that often appear in people with extremely low intellectual engagement. The first habit is never questioning information. People with strong thinking skills naturally question what they hear. They ask where the information came from. They wonder whether the source is reliable. They think about the evidence. But people with weak analytical habits tend to accept information immediately, especially if it agrees with what they already believe. When curiosity disappears, the brain stops analyzing. And when the brain stops analyzing, misinformation spreads quickly. The second habit is constantly interrupting others. At first glance, interrupting may seem like a simple social issue. But psychologists suggest it can reveal something deeper. Understanding complex ideas requires patience. You need to listen fully, absorb what the other person is saying, and only then respond. People who interrupt frequently often focus more on speaking than understanding. And when listening disappears, meaningful understanding disappears too. The third habit is blaming others for everything. Psychology describes this pattern as externalizing responsibility. It's the belief that every mistake, every failure, and every setback must be caused by someone else or by bad circumstances. While outside factors certainly play a role in life, people who never examine their own decisions lose the most powerful tool for improvement: self-reflection. Without reflection, thinking patterns never evolve. The fourth habit is avoiding mental effort. Daily life constantly offers opportunities to think deeply, solve problems, read carefully, or learn something new. But some people instinctively avoid anything that challenges their brain. They look for shortcuts, quick answers, and the easiest possible path. The problem is simple. The brain grows stronger through effort. Just like a muscle, it becomes weaker when it's rarely used. The fifth habit is losing curiosity about the world. Curiosity is one of the strongest predictors of intellectual growth. Curious people ask questions constantly. They explore new ideas. They search for deeper explanations. But when curiosity disappears, learning slows down dramatically. Without curiosity, knowledge stays shallow. And shallow knowledge limits how far thinking can go. The sixth habit is believing you already know everything. Ironically, one of the clearest signs of low intellectual engagement is overconfidence. When someone believes they already understand everything, their mind stops searching for new information. But truly intelligent people often experience the opposite. The more they learn, the more they realize how much there is still left to understand. Psychology makes one thing very clear. Low intelligence isn't only about what someone knows. It's about how someone thinks. Habits like never questioning information, interrupting conversations, blaming everything on others, avoiding mental effort, losing curiosity, and believing you already know everything slowly weaken cognitive development over time. The encouraging part is this: thinking habits can change. The human brain has an incredible ability to adapt, grow, and develop new patterns of thinking. But that transformation only begins when someone is willing to challenge their own assumptions. So now I want to ask you something. Out of these 6 habits, which one do you think is the most damaging to human intelligence in today's world? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy exploring the psychology behind human behavior, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video.